Yo, hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Aiden in the class, and today we're gonna play some Madden. But I might have to mute my mic because my friends are in the party that I'm in. So, see ya. It was like the crank emote, stuff like that. Like I'd have that little finger up. Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, come here. Got a good thing. You and me are. You have to go sweat. There it is. I already got one mine. We're doing Desert Zone Wars. Guess my favorite, guess my favorite dance in the Adam shop right now.
Coach, these fans have waited for this.
Boo!
Decades, but playoff football has come to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Who are you over there? You don't know who I am with AKs. You haven't seen me in a while, so you don't know who I am with the AK. And you don't know who I am when I get a press car also.
A first carry now for Kareem.
I don't even like this car anymore. God.
Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further.
I am such a nub. Why? Just kill me. Put me out of my misery.
I'm accurate with this thing.
Put me out of my misery. I'm accurate with it too. Remember when I used to hit like every shot on it?
Yeah, just sweat. Sweat like you never have.
Alright, come on.
Sweat the butt. Sweat the butt.
Yeah,
I don't have Tom Brady and that'll make it second down.
Yes, Tom Brady loot.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got all the Tom Brady.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
SMG
set him back 5.
If I have to. Oh, now I'm getting Tom Brady.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Yes.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides.
Tomorrow I'm going on another vacation.
And keep it moving.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Johnson on the counter. And he's able to take this one up to the 35.
Doritos. Go and try hard sweat, even though I got time.
You just saw me P90.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback.
No, it's
and
actually
no better way
pretty
to do
good
it
in my
than to
opinion.
establish the running game.
Oh, I've got a
Now on the
combat.
heels of that run by Johnson.
Oh, I
here's
don't
another
have Tom
1st and
Brady
10.
loot.
Now they'll
No.
run it on the toss.
Guess what?
Well, I have one thing to Tom Brady loot.
Do you know I
7
play
yards on the
combats over
pickup
pumps
there, and it'll leave
finally?
it with a 2nd and 3. Well, you
I
often say that sort of
take
opens the playbook now,
pumps
2nd and
over
short. What do you think, early shot here?
Because combats are range, they have basically every single
Because you know me, I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They have every
And
single
he'll
thing.
be taken
When I say
down
every single
at the
thing,
46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup,
another
first
P90, I'll
down.
take.
So many teams want to throw the
want
ball
that
in this
for
situation
combat.
nowadays, but I
telling
love
you
watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
Well, I'm
8
just
yards
looting.
the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Oh, I'm right next to yours. I'm looking for you. I'm scouting
Give to
from
Johnson
above.
going right. And he gets this inside
Oh,
the
you just shadows,
35-yard
didn't you?
line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive.
Are you near the
Establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock
Put
people
me
down.
out of my misery.
Establish the run.
Where are you? Where are you?
A good pickup
probably
there,
about to
26
snipe me.
yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and
literally
pretty
saw you
successful
up
so
there.
far.
And I think
Wait,
they
I
did it
know.
without our help.
I saw
'Cause
you.
know, we sat
Where
in
are
with
you?
them in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And
So
hey,
you're
know,
gonna
I
go
guess they
sweat.
come out
You're
of the
gonna go
gate.
sweat. I'll go
I know
kind
I
of
offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
offer mine.
Yeah, you were
About
the
it.
smart
Oh,
one.
God.
Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really
I forgot
well.
it's waterfall. Your buildings messed up my water.
They'll run it with Johnson.
Builds to mess up my
And he
water.
takes this one in for
Very
Brown
easy.
score. It's a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns
There you
take
go.
it right down the field and score on the
Okay,
opening.
now
Tom Brady loot.
So they
Oh,
take the
no,
opening
never mind.
kickoff and drive it all the way
No,
down
I
the
got a
field.
And that's the last thing you want
My worst
defensively.
enemy.
On the road, in the
How dare you.
playoffs, and now you're down a
How
touchdown
dare
right
you.
away.
Austin
dare I have
Seibert
it?
on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
That makes third down a lot more interesting.
It certainly does. How about the example of situational football there and his ability to think the play through? Second and short, not anticipating a passing play, sold out and made a great tackle, which brings up third down.
Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
The first down carry here for Johnson. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go.
20. Let's go, D.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DL.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen on the left side, he finds Beasley.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He hits Beasley right side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Okay, after those first 2 drives, I think there's a head coach who's going to be called for CSI. They're going to want some forensics on this. What is going on with this ball club? Unable to hold on to the football and take care of it.
Yeah, 2 straight fumbles for them to start out.
Yeah, you would think that this team would come in ready to go. Sometimes just mentally not prepared, and it shows up in these types of plays.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They go show play action. Mayfield. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit up with a screen soon.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right?
And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Get a glance at Duke Johnson as he heads back out onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working. Well towards 100 here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Are you crediting your defense?
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half. And we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way.
And McCoy loses the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks them up.
And avoids the turnover. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he'll wind up losing yardage.
The lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is Morris. And some space here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
There goes Duke Johnson, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, and the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. A drive that time of 6 plays, and to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards.
I'm gonna be AFK for a little bit because I get
I don't know. How you invite people back?
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is picked up by the Browns. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook. They're always so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the stick.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is picked up by the Browns. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Brown 80. And Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. This complete to Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Check 53. Army. Army.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the 24, Allen throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, and now it's third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. They'll go with McCoy. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Rafael Bush, the safety, in on the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
2 times, 2 times. We got 4. We got 4.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Set. 180. Mike 58 right there. Watch the car. Watch the car. Hey, 133.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing, Mayfield. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back. Now because their goal was to get there.
Okay, guys, this is going to be the end of the video.
And that does it for the conference championship.
See you guys later.